So in today's video, I'm going to let you in on a little more of my injuries and the injuries that are surrounding in my face. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. This is the British Bionic Babe, and in today's video, I literally am sick. But I promise you it's not corona. Okay guys, yes, I am padded up, and the reason I'm padded up is because I have a slight fever and I'm stuffy from last night, and where I'm currently located is really cold to me, so hence the scarf and the hoodie. But as I said, I promise you I don't have corona. I can still smell and I can still taste. So regular housekeeping matters. To my very new subs, because I realize that I have some new subs, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. If you have not had the time to binge watch, I definitely urge you to go and binge watch what you've missed over the last couple of months. I mean, it's very it's very it's very exciting. I mean, there's some sad times, some videos that's gonna make you cry, some videos that's gonna make you laugh, and some videos that are gonna say, and you're gonna be reminded that God is very good. So guys, I must apologize because I am hoarse as hell, and I can't take this off because I'm really cold, and plus I rub up with that, what's that thing you guys call it? I don't remember the name of it, but it was the green alcohol and guinea head weed and rum and something else that they rubbed me up with. So I'm trying to get better because sick is not an option. I'm already sick every day, so I don't want anything additional. And then I haven't had flu in like forever. But anyways, let's get into today's video. So if you are not aware, in my accident, the bones on the left side of my face were actually fractured. I also had a fractured left eye socket. Now, when I was in the hospital for 30 days, there was nothing they could do about those fractures because I initially had a private doctor come into the hospital and inspect my face and inspect the eye. So I had to wait until I came out of the hospital in order to get that checked out and in order to get that fixed. Now, in getting that fixed, that meant I need to go to a private facility known as FOSA. And FOSA is Facial Oral Surgical Associates. I think that's it. The link is actually in my description. And what they actually did was they took an x-ray of my face, and based on the x-ray, well, the very first x-ray showed that, you know, there was some scar tissues, some of the bones were not healed properly. And so what would happen is, because I was in the hospital for 30 days, they have just fractured and healed in whatever position that they were fractured in. It's not like they were, you know, set properly. So what would happen is that if the bones in my face did not set back properly when I returned to the doctor for my second visit, this is what would have happened. They would have had to peel off my skin. Yes, cut it, peel it off. They would have to break the bones again and then set them back and then put back my skin on and stitch it up. Yes, my father said that was not happening, because then you peel my face off and then you put it back together, and I probably may not look like how I look now, or one side lopsided. Listen, there were so many possibilities that could happen of you legit peeling off my face. So my parents decided that whether or not the bones were healed, my face wasn't going to get peeled off. So I just had to pray to God to ensure that, hey, God, I like how I look. I mean, the facial bones are really not affecting me. I look like my normal self. Just please heal the fractures in my face. And he did, up to a point at least. So I went to my first FOSA appointment in December of 2019. My second FOSA appointment was in February of 2020. And when I went to that appointment in February of 2020, what had happened was that they still saw some hairline fractures, and hairline fractures are, you know, just a mini version of a whole fracture, really. So it's like the fracture is trying to heal itself, but it's not fully healing as fast as it should. And so, okay, let me take this off a bit And as you guys can see, a girl's hair is growing. Yes, but I'm still cold. So what has happened now is that at the end of my second okay, gathering my thoughts, brain damage, remember, I'm sorry. Yes, at the end of my second what was I talking about? Yes, FOSA. Sorry. At the end of my second doctor visit. Yes, at the end of my second doctor visit, what had happened was that I had a hairline fracture at my jawbone right here. And what they said to me that give it some time, it will heal. Everything else healed because my left eye socket that was fractured, that's completely healed. I mean, it's not healed how they want it because, you know, it's healed between flesh, but it's healed none the same. And it's not affecting my eyesight at this moment. But you all know how I am. I am special. So as I recover, something else pops up. Yeah. So I still have this hairline fracture. So I went about my business. I mean, it was not affecting me until a couple months after that. I realized that my mouth started to feel funny. And I realized that my breath wasn't all that nice. You know what I'm saying? So when I went back to the doctor, what they're trying to say to me is that because of this hairline fracture that's in my jaw, the acid that's in my stomach is seeping through this fracture, and so it's affecting my teeth and my gums and my jawline. And so that is the cause of my mouth being sensitive to hot, cold, my teeth not being as strong enough as I'd like. I have to literally be careful of what I bite into. I mean, like even a slice of bread, really. And my breath it wasn't uncontrollably stink, you get what I'm saying, but it wasn't very pleasant. And so what they did was I got antibiotics at first, and then of course, you know, my mother had to come in with her remedies. So I was using warm baking soda. I was using warm baking soda in order to I'm getting cold again. I was using warm baking soda in order to, you know, wash out my mouth every time I brush my teeth. I increased brushing my teeth from 3 times a day to 6 times a day, and I changed my toothpaste to Almond Hammer, and that seemed to do the trick. Or so I thought. But anyways, I didn't have the issue. I wasn't tasting anything funny. My breath didn't smell, because I normally go like this, you know, and smell my breath because, you know, I talk a lot and I wouldn't want to be talking and somebody's like trying to listen to me, but my breath is like so stink. And for some reason, people don't like to tell you the truth. I mean, if your breath stink, I would tell you in a nice way-ish. Well, it depends on the type of personality that you're talking to at that time. But, and I'm sorry, guys, I remember stuffy, right? So at the end of the day, I thought that everything was under control until December of last year. I thought everything was under control until the person that I was getting to know said to me that it wasn't. He said to me that, you know, he needed to talk to me, and it was the hardest thing he could ever actually do, because then he wanted to say, you know, what was happening to me, but at the same time he was thinking about my feelings, thinking about how I'm going to react to it, and trying to find the possible nicest way to let me know that, girl, your breath stank. Okay. But it got worse again, and he didn't know what was going on. And I mean, I can tell you, having good hygiene is really one of his things. And so bad hygiene is a deal breaker for him. And he said to me at that time when he was letting me know that, hey, you know, something might be wrong, he said to me it's been 3 months that he's been, you know, smelling my mouth. And I'm like, but hygiene is a deal breaker for you, and you've sat down with this stink ass mouth for 3 months. Why would you do that? I mean, I would think, you know, as a woman that's getting to know somebody, that, you know, he really was into me, and that is why he didn't just up and leave. That's what I thought. I kid you not. But I was really glad that at this point he could actually, you know, say something to me, because I wouldn't want that for myself. And I'm a person, I love to talk to people, and I love to be, you know, all up in your space. So if my breath is kicking, I mean, come on, half the time you don't hear what I'm saying. But immediately when he told me that, and it was legit Sunday, immediately he told me that, I was on the phone trying to get a dentist to go to, immediately trying to call FOSA to see if I could come to them that same Sunday, because I was embarrassed. Because I mean, you're getting to know somebody and they have to tell you something like that. I mean, the pressure is on them, because they don't want to seem insensitive and they want to still, you know, have you back. But at the same time, I feel embarrassed because I thought I had it under control, and I thought that everything was good, but it was not. So a girl was, I was not, I was so embarrassed. And it was funny to me, because then I've talked to a lot of people on a regular basis, and none of them really said to me, you know, something might be wrong, or I need to go ahead and check something out. None of them had said that, and they're people that would tell me straight, point blank, if that was the case. So then in my head, I'm like, maybe they smelt it, but they didn't want to say it, or maybe I was around a lot of people, so they were not sure if it was me. But come on, when somebody's breath is really stink, you really know whose breath it is. It's not like when you fart in public and everybody's looking around like, oh, who did that? No, that's not the case with the stank breath. But I made an appointment with my FOSA doctor, and I'm not going to say I'm surprised at all, because you all see that everything takes forever to heal when it comes to me. My hairline fracture was actually still there. And because it was still there, what had happened is that the acid in my chest was still coming up through it. And so it was deteriorating my teeth, my wisdom teeth at the back of my mouth. And so that erosion was what was causing my breath to stink again. And they also have a name for it. I'm going to put it down there, but it's gastrointestinal disease. And again, I have something additional. So, in having this gastrointestinal disease type of thing, I mean, disease sounds so wrong, right? But in actually having this, what I'm going to have to be doing is that I did try some natural remedies, and I tried the chew stick, and the chew stick was working very well for me until it started to affect my gums. And so I was back to Almond Hammer, and I'm back, and Almond Hammer has baking soda, and so far it's been good. I mean, I have medication to help me, you know, keep the acid level where it's supposed to be in my chest. But between my chest and my nostrils and my jaw and my mouth, I mean, they're working overtime. Can you believe it? Like, I thought I was at the point where I wouldn't get something new anymore. You know, we're just recovering, we're just praying for the female, we just, you know, being all fabulous and all these things. I'm sorry, yeah. But that's the bottom line. So that's another injury that I am opening up to you guys. So I have a hairline jaw fracture. No, I have a hairline fracture in my jaw. And so because this is taking so long to actually heal, the acid that's in my stomach, so I can't be, you know, I can't be drinking like sodas or eating acidic fruits and stuff like that. But I hate pawpaw, so that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna go to my mouth. I mean, if you make a fruit punch for me and put pawpaw in it, I will drink it. But I'm not, and I repeat, I am not gonna be eating papaya, even if it's gonna save my life. I'm sorry, it's horrible, it tastes bad, I'm sorry. But, and I like tomatoes, and I'm not able to eat tomatoes anymore. So we're trying to keep the acid under control, because I do have now acid reflux. So there is that. So acid reflux plus gastrointestinal disease. I'm just a walking, what's that word I'm looking for? I think I should donate my body to science, because with everything that I've been going through, some of these things I didn't even know that it existed before. So I think there is a scientist or two that would want to, you know, study my brain damage, study my foreign accent syndrome. I don't know if you can really study that when I'm dead, because it's when I'm talking, and if I'm dead, I won't be talking. But anyways, now I have this hairline fracture that's taking as long as my femur to heal. But hey, we're gonna pray for it. We're gonna ensure that it's healed. Well, right now, just to give you guys a quick update, you guys know that I'm banned from walking, right? Yes, if you didn't know, you can watch the video up there where my doctor broke my heart in December, but God is able. And every day I will get up and I will say, thank you, God, for my new feet. Thank you, God, for being able, for giving me the opportunity to walk again. Because I have to walk again. There is no doubt about that. There is no doubt. So I don't go to see my orthopedic surgeon until in June. However, I have some updates to do with Kevin, and I mean, it's been a while you guys haven't seen me swim, right? A girl has a surprise for you when it comes to the swimming. Yes, I do. But guys, I am getting super cold again, and that's an indication that, hey, I can't push any more through this cold. So, and I put cold in quotation because I don't want to say it's a flu, but I do not have corona. Okay, so this was just a little update because I do promise you guys that I'm going to be uploading every Friday and every Monday. And even though I'm sick and I'm a bit under the weather and I've been in bed all day, I wanted to ensure that I stick to my promises as best as possible. So thank you so much for being on another video with me. Remember, we are trying to get those watch hours up. So please watch the video to the end. Share with your mother, your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, the girl down the street that you don't like, your matey, your side man, you know. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for being in another video with me. This is your BBB. See you in the next video, guys.